share the life of the wilderness, and the wilderness enjoys with me. My garden is the world, but this night I blow a cold wind. Not a peep from the charading fog, a quiet spring in the equinoctial choir. It is to walk amongst the thorny thicket, a gateway open into east of Eden. Two paths, one straight, the other meandering to nestle amidst the twigging undergrowth. I children in the playful droves, a water hole beckons the three wises, laughing at a phalenic splash. The new year has arrived. Amongst the thorny one stream, the other meandering to nestle amid the twiggy undergrowth. That one's called A Tale of Two Paths. A towel, T-A-U, of two paths. So it's a pun on the word towel. And when I was living in Devonshire Road in South London, I created a fantastic permaculture project. And I invited children for parties and their parents and students to learn permaculture. And we used to do various exercises out there, you know, and growing food on the railway line. But this all started when I took over the house from my father, and the railings needed repair, and so that gave me access to the railway lines. And once I'd got access and started growing food, I realised that I'd need continuous access. And I thought, well, you know, I'm pulling out old prams, cooker tops and chicken wire and plastic tubs and everything you can imagine. It's been dumped for decades over the back of someone's garden before we lived there. And doing nature service. So I rebuilt the fences and had some of the steel poles removable, so I could actually go through. And then one day I decided to extend the garden out to follow the correct line of the fence, because what I realised is that there was a sort of kink as it came into my garden. So I thought, no, let's do a proper job here. So I flattened all the fences and gained about 6 foot at the end of my garden, whilst my neighbours gained, you know, anything up to 3 to 5 feet, my immediate neighbours. So they benefited, no one was complaining. I cleaned the railway line out and I started growing loads of food and creating a forest garden. And there was 2 paths to get to this railway line, which is paradise. It was growing all these incredible diverse food plants. And from a tiny little postage stamp garden at the back of my house. And there were 2 paths, and one was straight down, how most of these gardens are designed. And the other one sort of meandered through a few fruit trees before it came to a section of the chain link fence. And actually, I think my brother helped me on this. I gave him a design to build a flat so that I could undo the chain link fence and hinge a certain part of it. And so it did. It hinged up and down. It was quite a large space. And when they actually came and trashed the whole project, they actually didn't notice it because it's integrated into the rest of the fence. But what's really interesting, so they noticed a little foxhole, and they wired it up so that the fox can't go in and out the back of the garden. You know, but they didn't notice my flap, which can let a whole human go through, you know. And then I had this brilliant idea, and I thought, well, I didn't even have to do that with the fence. What if I actually just dug a tunnel underneath it with a walkway, almost as if you're going into the underworld, and it's like a ritual, and then you end up coming back out on the other side into wilderness, into paradise. And so that idea was played on my mind, that I could just actually build a tunnel and not actually damage their property. So, but that's a beautiful project, and they cut it all down. I even tried to keep bees out there once, And they did it on a day when I was organising an apple event at the allotments. So when I came back, they'd been and gone. So they obviously had inside information. And some of the trees started coming back, but when you chop a fruit tree down below the graft, then it's only the wild tree that comes back. The graft has been cut out. So the variety of the tree could have been, you know, it could have been a pear, an apple, a cherry or something. That's been cut off. But not all of them. They didn't spot all of them. And I went back there, and when I squatted that flat for 2 years, I just watched. I didn't go out on the railway line that much, but I just watched it grow and saw some of those trees had a good start, and they were coming through all the brambles and everything else, you know. So that was Solteriologic Garden, and that's where I get the name from. And that's the name that inspired the book and the philosophy.